Hey, and welcome back. Today I'm going to do an update on some more ICPU orchids. They are between the May and September deliveries, I believe. Could be some other dates in here. A couple of these we talked about in the Dendrobium update during the Saturday stroll, but for those of you who didn't see that, then we will cover those as well. Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. Now, some of you who are very astute can probably notice that there is a non-orchid in this bunch, and that is because it arrived with some Phalaenopsis. Let's talk about the staghorn here. So I had a staghorn from Ken a while back. Well, I didn't do it justice. It was covered in either mites, mealybugs, not 100% sure, but this was in the one of the Phalaenopsis. I don't know the date. Did I even write the date on here? Let me see. Nope, it just says 2023, so not sure what day I got this. But it is now putting off nice new growths, as you can see right there. And I just have it in this little plastic wall hanger planter thing. I did put some burlap in there. You guys know I'm getting really creative with the burlap. It's just some regular potting soil that you can get from the Orchid Supply Store. And if you want a 12% off houseplant, orchids, supplies, use coupon code TRISH at checkout and get that 12% off. Now, she doesn't look very good as far as the leaves that she currently has, but they are hydrating. She's really perking up, and like I said, she's got nice new growth in there, so not too shabby. And I do put a layer of small Orchiata bark on top just to keep that dirt from drying out too quickly, because there is a lot of airflow through here as well. Water this one probably every 2 to 3 days, because they do prefer to be a little damp. Now you can let them dry out, and then I have been taking and kind of hosing the leaves off once a week as well to keep the dust from building up. But I'm kind of proud of this one. Can't wait for it to get really large. I am going to lay it over here, because otherwise I will knock it over and make a big mess. Now, let's talk about the big girl sitting right here. I did not transfer the sticker over, but she's one of the originals that I got in May, I believe. And as you can see, she's kind of strapped in with some Velcro and a big bamboo skewer. So she's a big girl. She hangs right up there and is working on a lovely new leaf. She did grow this leaf since I've gotten her. She does have these new roots that started growing down into the pot. Now what I'm waiting for though is some new roots to start developing, and then I'm going to unpot her. Let me see if I can get down. I'm going to unpot her so that I can get the stem down just a little bit deeper. And she's a little heavy. Let me see which way I'm going to pick her up, guys. Yep, there's her roots that she came with, that she still has. They are still sustaining her. I'm sure she has some root tips and stuff growing in there, but I don't want to chance taking her out. And then she's senescing this leaf. She has senesced one other leaf. And for those of you, again, who didn't see that, this right here was a new leaf that had come with her, but it had broken off either during shipping or when I took her out of the package. But either way it goes, she quickly started this one, finished this one off, and of course it's nowhere near what it's going to be. But just wait, we're going to see what she looks like. I'm going to call a spike for her in the fall winter season of 2023. I'm being very ambitious. I'm going to go ahead and talk about this one. This is the one of all the ones that I have left. This is the one I'm worried about the most, because she has no roots. And I'm going to take the chance and pull up and just see. Yeah, see, this is what is in there. Absolutely nothing. And she looked like she was trying to start a nice little leaf right there, but it hasn't done much of anything. So she is just kind of sitting in, just set in the media. And then I do mist around the top about every other day, just to kind of help create some humidity. I may end up putting her in a bag. I've never tried that method, but I'm thinking of maybe putting her in a bag or some kind of a container with high humidity, See if that doesn't encourage something on her, but I'm kind of concerned about her. I got her in September of 2023. We have a Cattleya here, and I am going to take the tag out because this one has a super long name, and I'm going to give you guys just a few minutes to read that. But the Birkin Wonder Lakeland crossed with the Spring Squall crossed with Mount Hood Mary Pink with yellow throat is what it should look like. Now she arrived, let me move that to the way. So she arrived with that little small growth that you see right there that really didn't go anywhere, but she did develop this growth right here. So not too shabby, and it is a little curled, and I believe that's a little bit of stress and dehydration combined, but look at all the roots that she's now put in this pot. And I believe this is one of the May deliveries as well. So she's doing well. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to leave her in this pot probably for another growing season just to let her really establish. She's a monofoliate, so I could technically repot her at any time new roots start showing because they're not as famous for dropping roots as the others, but she's recovering and I don't want to put her back in stress. And then we have another one from September, a nice little Phalaenopsis that just kind of sat and she just kind of chilled and settled in. She did lose one leaf since I've gotten her, but she is now, as you can see, growing a lovely new leaf there. And with that, there should be some root growth coming along. Not worried about her too much. And then we have a Roy Taganaga here. We actually have two. So both of these arrived on the mount. So this is the original mount. It did not come with the burlap. I happened to see a video of Ken using the burlap, showing how he did it on his mounts, and I decided to copy it. It was my first attempt, which wasn't a very good attempt. As you can see, I had to put some tape to hold it. I've since figured it out, but look at this new growth. Look at that beautiful new growth coming off of this one here that is actually just not in good shape at all, but that new growth is really taken off. And then what I thought might be another new growth, just it hasn't done anything. I am waiting on roots that I can visibly see to grow so I can straighten her out on the mount because I don't want her growing offside. And this mount actually grows right there on the side of the grow shelf. So it does have this grow light right here, kind of around it, along with the residual lighting. And then let's step around here and look at this Roy. Oh, this is a Roy Taganaga, as is this one. So this one grew this growth right here, which isn't a bad cane for a stress cane. And it looks like it is going to try. I mean, we have something budding up in there. It is swelling, so we can have a possible spike on that one, which is great. But that one has beautiful roots going down in it as well. So I'm pretty happy and pleased with that progress. And then we have a couple of little ones over here. Let's talk about this dendrobium here and this one here. So these are both and I'm going to chop the name up, the Burana Green crossed with Cruentum Paradise. That's what both of these are. This one has lots and lots and lots of new growths. There are like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 bundles of canes. I just took a bunch of them, bundled them together, put them in just some small bark perlite. There is no moss in here, I don't believe, but look at all of the growth taken off there. That is just beautiful. And for those of you who let me know you'd like a piece of this particular dendrobium once it matures enough for me to ship, I do have a list. If you are interested, there are still a few available if they make it. So leave that in the comments below if you're interested in having one. And then this one here, that new growth that we just looked at probably a week ago. Look how much it's grown, the one right there in the middle. But again, all of that is coming off of one cane. Beautiful. There were several canes in this one as well, but this is the only one that really produced anything. Then I've got 4 Phalaenopsis here that I believe all are from the May shipment. Those I did put the stickers on. Nope, we've got one from September. So this is the one from September. She does have roots going on down in there. She's not done much I'm hoping that perhaps it might start a leaf for me, but it has not yet. But you know what? She's holding steady. She's holding steady, and that's all we can ask for. This one here is a named one. It is the Phalaenopsis Pink Brook. Again, it's grown that one root that I can see, and that is about it. No leaf growth, nothing. And this one we've had since May. So it is, again, just holding steady. Another May right here. So bark, all of these are in just bark and perlite. But it, again, did nothing for a while, and now it is growing a nice new leaf. It did grow a couple of roots before it started the leaf growth. So just keep in mind that usually if you see a leaf, you'll see roots, but also if you see your roots on your Phalaenopsis kind of activate or start creating, you should have a leaf coming shortly thereafter. And then the last one we're going to look at is another named ICPU, the Phalaenopsis Long Pride Sunkissed. And Long Pride, I believe, is a company, and Sunkissed is their name that they named this particular hybrid. Again, from May, you can see one of her older roots right there, but she is working on new root growth with that right there activating. She grew the leaf to the right of us and then took a break, finished off the leaf to the left, the shiny one, and as you can see, and I just noticed, she has a new leaf coming there. So again, I think this one will be fine. She's finally settled in and decided she's going to grow for me. And all of the other ones, to include all of my December ICPUs, have gone to live with the fairies. Guys, let me know what you think of their progress, and I will see you next time.